Hey Capricorn, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your July weekly reading. This is going to be a general timeless reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So, house rules, timeless because no matter when you find this video, whether it's this week, next month, next year, the message will be just as relevant then as it is the day of filming. It'll come to you when you need it. My only ask is that since it's general, do not try to force any of the messages. If there's a piece of the message that doesn't quite fit your situation or doesn't make sense, that bit isn't meant for you, so leave that on the table and take the rest. Alright, my lovelies. Let's get into your reading. I have been super into all of my animal decks recently, so we're kind of just going to check in with the animal kingdom. That's just the vibe I've been going with, so that's what we're going to do. So let's get you an oracle card, my lovelies. I hope you're having an amazing week. Oh, looks like you are. Alright, so Capricorn, look at this. You guys have eagle. Animal of mastery. Prompt reads, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Beautiful. I'm just instantly pulled to mastery. I mean, and that a lot of that has to do with my own attachments to Capricorns and how I see Capricorns. You guys already know you're the hardest working sign of the zodiac. You already know that climb you make every day from the bottom of the ocean floor all the way up to the top of the mountain and then back and forth for the rest of the afternoon. It is lots of dedication on your part. Very, very hard workers. So having mastery on your side tells me that you are really in your element. We just had that lunar eclipse in your, well, not just had, but recently had that lunar eclipse on your sign. So you, like Cancer, big shifts, big opportunity, and you are already, right out of the gate, you're already running so strong. Especially with, what was the last line? I'm trying to read upside down. Can't do it. Your wisdom inspires the world. I think out of that entire little prompt, that's the line that really hits me the most, is just the word mastery and that idea of what you do affecting those around you. Like, it doesn't have to be the entire world, but definitely, co-workers, friends, family members. Maybe if you work like in sales or in customer service and you're interacting with people regularly, I want to say you're probably inspiring the people around you as well. Okay. I'm interested to see what comes out in your reading. Oh, they have to run away from me. Hold on. Oh, they went flying. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna pull a few more, but let's start with these bad boys. Alright, so perfect energy for you Capricorns. First card out is the Rhinoceros, King of Pentacles. And again, with Master, I talked about you being in your element. Actually, you know what? I want to put him right there. It's front and center. You can check him out. But, very in your element here. With Mastery, here you are showing up as the king of your element, so definitely in a masterful position. And traditionally this card is someone who is well manifested, right? Very grounded, very stable, very calm. You can't shake this guy very easily, right? Very powerful because he is the king, right? So again, that idea of mastery and being in control, possibly also leading, having leadership qualities in some way with such a height of skill here going on. And it looks like, it looks like you guys are in the process of waiting for something. And that's all it's like. I mean, we're going to pull more cards, so we'll see where this goes. But it looks like just it honestly just looks like you've been primed and are kind of whatever your questions about, or whatever situation you're in, or whatever's resonating. It seems like you're in this place of waiting. We have here the Two of Wands, which we know is all about setting out intentions, putting your will out into the world, in a way that's almost kind of like the first step, right? And then here we have the King of Cups, which, could resemble another energy in this reading, possibly a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you're dealing with someone of that signs, or with a lot of that energy in there, this is someone who's very emotional, but possibly kind of reserved, doesn't necessarily talk about their feelings, but definitely feels them all, feels emotions very strongly and intimately, but again, kind of quiet. To me, I think this is more indicative of the intention and the passion and the emotion you have connected to these intentions. Like the Two of Wands and the King of Cups feel very linked. And I mean, even they're even kind of similar colors, the way this deck is made, right? This little pinky reddy tones. But to me, this shows, I think you're still the King of Pentacles, obviously, but like the emotional attachment you have to this desire, whatever this intention you've been putting out there, very, very nourishing to you, very emotionally attached to it in a really positive way. And then here we have the Three of Wands, right? So beyond just setting out that intention, right? We're manifesting it, we're pulling it in. So I would say there's even some like visual quality to this as well. So we've not only, feel what it feels like to have this thing, we're also visualizing what does this look like? What does it look like to have this partner in my life? What does it look like to have this job? To have attained this level of success, or, fill in the blank with whatever it is. And I would say for this whole road to kind of be connected to that same idea, I almost want to say you've been waiting for a long time. I mean, even bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords here. So there might have been some healing that needed to happen, which maybe that's what dragged it on. The Four of Swords is also a card of stillness, right? Because it's resting. A lot of times in a traditional tarot, the figure in the Four of Swords is in a tomb. So again, not a lot of movement going on there. So I do feel like this wait has been... Oh, okay. Did not waste any time. I think you guys got a little extra one. Love. Yeah, look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So, could be indicative of a Cancer, right? Because that is the card for Cancer. Could be indicative of Cancer season. We have some big shifts coming up for you. I would totally believe that with you feeling so strong, right? Here at the start of this reading. So you are definitely very capable of making this happen. So it could be indicative of something happening in this season. We're only, halfway through it as we speak. Chariot is also a card of victory and success and forward movement, right? So maybe this wait finally over. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm gonna hide that from you for a little bit. So we have the Page of Wands here, with Raccoon was the first card that popped up, well, at least face up anyway. Page of Wands, beautiful positive energy. It is kind of that spark, that new idea, that passionate new idea, right? It's positive and optimistic, full of enthusiasm, right? It's this young, vibrant energy and inspiration. To me, this again linked to that fire, that passion that lives within whatever this is we're manifesting here. Come on. Let me see, what do we have? Oh, you. All right. Okay. Oh, Capricorns. I love this reading. I love this reading. I know, I'm being suspenseful. I feel like I'm being on American Idol where I'm like, I have to pause 27 times and show you 3 commercials before I tell you who the winner is. Oh, but you're going to love this. This is so excited. So, I'm also excited because, again, you and Cancer are on this thing right now, Capricorn. I'm telling you, you share this axis. You both have gone through this eclipse. Big stuff coming up. 10 of Wands here. Burden, strife, carrying this heavy load, right? But it's a 10. It's completion. It's completion. This wait is over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. And I will say, the card I was hiding from you, Two of Cups, right? Soul union, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you subscribe to, this is a deep soul connection. If you're a Capricorn out there that was wondering about love, when am I going to find it? When is it going to happen? Oh, everyone else I'm watching making their lives start and making their dreams come true. What about me? When's my turn? I think your turn is now, because look what else came up. Bear, which is Queen of Pentacles. You're already here as the King of Pentacles. So here's a counterpart. Here's a sign of your soul collection. I don't know, maybe you got more than one. Maybe you're collecting them. But soul connection, right? Divine counterparts right here. Divine relationship right there. Oh, I love. So, I will say, now seeing all of this, I'm gonna put them all together. But seeing all of that, I do think this is linked to Cancer season. So, with that being said, maybe if you have or have not already, maybe you meet this person very, very soon. I mean, you've got like 2 weeks if it hasn't happened yet. Or, again, something could be triggered this season. That shift or that opportunity comes. You get the invitation to some party where he or she may be, right? This, now with all of this, literally I feel like this is indicative of the season we're in and how significant it will be to whatever this manifestation is. Now, I'm talking about it as a romantic partnership. Doesn't have to be. Remember, Two of Cups doesn't necessarily mean romance. It could be platonic, it could be business, but the key is that it's a soul connection. This is someone meant to come into your life and will most likely be there for a very long time, if not for the rest of your days, right? This is very significant. And looking at it, a lot has gone in to manifest this particular connection. Whether it was healing on your part, we have the four of swords. So you may have been in, I'm just going to use relationship as the example because that's what I'm feeling right now. But you could have been in an old relationship that was just teaching you something. There were lessons to be learned and finally dealt with. I would assume, looking at all of this, all of that is over. You are free from that, and not only free from that relationship, free from whatever lessons that you needed to learn from it. It probably was something that had repeated and felt very familiar, and you're like, why am I doing this again? I want to say, if that was resonating, this last one that you went through, no matter how recent or distant it was, that last one you had, that was truly the last one. Because looking at these cards, the wait's over. The wait is over. This counterpart is coming. And again, you could also reverse this. This could be their journey, right? Maybe they had some struggles that they finally had to release, and now they're done with whatever they were going through in this season. This could be indicative of their closure, right? And now they're available to be with you, right? Because you're here, right, at Mastery. You've done what you needed to do. You've arrived, right? So if you're still kind of standing there wondering where they are, this could be them. They could have finally had their ending, right? But regardless, you guys are joining up very soon. Very similar thing to Cancer. So when I talk about you guys are on this magic axis, and I know my Capricorn friend, I know you're watching, and you and I talk about this all the time. Oh, it's about to be on. It is about to be on. Love this. Love. I mean, there's not too much advice I can give you because literally everything's kind of been done. It's like final stages. All the planning has been done. I will say, if anything, looking at this cards, if it starts to feel heavy, right? If you start feeling this Ten of Wands energy, even though this is the closeout, but there's still something carrying, right? We can't fully release it because it hasn't happened. If that's what we're feeling, return back to this Two of Wands. I talked about how this was so strong because you have this emotional connection. So you know what it feels like to have this thing in your possession, whether it's a person, a job, an opportunity, whatever, and you can visualize what the after of receiving it looks like. Use those visualizations, use those emotions to keep you in this kind of space, in this positive vibration. Right? That's where we want to live to manifest it. Because that's where we want to be. We want to be on that vibration when this person comes in, because then we will be a match. Right? So if things start to feel heavy with this Ten of Wands, remember to return here. Return to that spark here with that raccoon. right? That's full of optimism and enthusiasm and excitement for what this will be. Ooh. Ooh, I'm excited. Beautiful reading, Capricorn. Beautiful. You know, this may even be, they might be a Cancer. They might even be a Cancer, this person. Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, all right. On that note, my lovelies, I am going to end your reading there. Beautiful as always. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for likes, comments. If you're not already, hit that red subscription button and subscribe to the channel. You can come and join us every week, and we just have fun and talk story. And it's a beautiful time, and I wish you the best. Continue to stay safe and sane through all this crazy that's happening in the world. As we kind of face round 2 of it all, right? Because we don't have enough to carry around with us, do we? But we will make it through. We will survive, and you are going to find a beautiful new connection. I love it. So again, wishing you the best. Thank you as always, and I will see you next week. Bye, Capricorn.